talk about this real quick, because this is wild to me. Ignore all of the stuff about Cynthia there. All that stuff is, memes in chat. We weren't simping over Cynthia in chat on stream, like for real. We just, kind of were doing exactly that thing I described we weren't doing. Because I don't know how to end this joke other than self-implication. Because I think self-implication is funny. Like when the President of the United States is implemented for blowing either a sponge, a horse, or a previous president. But that's not what we're talking about today. No. Today, we are talking about something completely different. This is Trump calling Democrats' messages to troops seditious behavior punishable by death. So, this is wild. Absolutely wild that a sitting U.S. president is literally just saying, oh, okay, cool, we can just kill Democrats. QD Moore says, we were simping over her Pokemon. No, we were not simping over the Garchomp. Some of you were. I was not. Anyway. She doesn't have a Gardevoir on her team. What are you talking about? President Donald Trump accused 6 Democrat lawmakers of seditious behavior punishable by death after they released a video urging U.S. service members to refuse unlawful commands. He says, this is really bad and dangerous to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors, lock them up, Trump wrote in social media. The 6 lawmakers, all of whom have served in the military or intelligence community, called Trump's remarks dangerous and that they amounted to threats against elected officials. Okay, one of you motherfuckers, be it Trump or the lawmakers, one of you people, please do me the favor of actually following through with a legal battle here. It's not that I want Democrat lawmakers to die. No. It's that I think it is important to not just say, Batman said bad things. I think it's important to actually follow through with that and go, the President of the United States threatened to kill me. So we are going to engage in a legal battle. I think that is an important thing to do. Absolutely. Dorito says there's been a reply to Trump in this. Okay, cool. I'll take that in a second. Somebody else said, in a joint statement, no threat, intimidation, or call to violence will deter us from the sacred obligation. The video by Democrats, which was shared by Alyssa Slotkin. Okay, this is the video here.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin, senator from Michigan, former CIA officer. Earlier today, President Trump threatened myself and a number of other service and veteran lawmakers with arrest, trial, and death because he didn't agree with a video we put out this week. This really isn't about those of us who made the video. This is about who we are as Americans and how we're going to engage with people who we disagree with. I would hope that people of all backgrounds, Democrat, Republican, Independent, would agree that threatening death for people you disagree with is beyond the pale of who we are as Americans. I love this country. It has given me everything. And I refuse to believe that this is the new normal. I refuse to believe that we're going to use fear and intimidation against people we disagree with.
Okay, so I have a disagreement already. Don't refuse to believe this is the new normal. Accept it's the new normal and act accordingly. I think that's the right thing to do. Don't refuse to believe it's the new normal. Accept that your opponent handed you 6 feet of rope and use it. No. Sakatanuki says, why does this feel so weak? Agreed. That's where I'm standing as well. It feels weak because it is. Do not do the, pussy-footed, I'm not gonna stand for this being the new normal. No. Your opponent just said it's the new normal. Use it. The opponent, the President of the United States, has now clearly laid out the rules of engagement. Operate within them. He has threatened you. Follow up with legal recourse. That's what you do.
And I'm not going to be forced away from speaking up on behalf of my country. I swore an oath to the Constitution many times, most recently less than a year ago as a senator. To the Constitution, not to any one man, not to any one president. And I abide by that oath. For me, I believe in the power of this country and that we are better than our current politics represent.
So why do you not believe the President of the United States? When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. When somebody tells you in no uncertain terms that they are going to be a piece of shit and they are going to try to harm you and those you love, act accordingly.
And I refuse to be intimidated out of defending the country I love.
Yeah, no, this seemed like a very weak response. But let's see here. Axios says that the House Democrat leaders contact Capitol Police after Trump's death threats. House Democratic leadership said Thursday that they've been in touch with the U.S. Capitol Police and the House Sergeant-at-Arms to protect the group of lawmakers after President Trump appeared to suggest that their comments were, quote, punishable by death. Wasn't she the one who also did the weak State of the Union response for the Dems? I'm uncertain. I am uncertain. We've got the original video here posted as well by Doritos. Let me see how that is.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
And the intelligence community.
Who take risks each day.
To keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals.
Against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
But from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
you must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army.
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution, and
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Okay, so I agree with the message. I don't think it's a bad message. But again, if you successfully baited, let's just call it that. If you successfully baited the United States president into saying that you should die, then you should lean into that. I think that the statement, I don't believe this is the new norm. No, believe it's the new norm. Accept it and act accordingly. And they just quoted the entire thing here. So let's see here. Levitt, I guess Caroline Levitt? Or is that... No, I guess it would be Caroline Levitt. Levitt quickly responded no when asked at a White House press briefing on Thursday afternoon whether Trump wants to execute members of Congress, saying the media should instead focus on the lawmakers' own comments. Why can't we focus on the comments the president said? Why can't we focus on those? Let's see here. Where's the actual things that he said? Where's the actual things that he said? Who determines that the orders were illegal? It's whether or not they violate the current standing law. Also, Saga Tanuki says, why is it impossible for Dems to call out Trump and his GOP cronies for sedation and demand expulsions from Congress for these redcoat loyalists? Because they're weak. The current Democratic Party are operating within an old set of rules of decorum that shouldn't be followed anymore. In a perfect world, those rules of decorum would be followed, but they are not. They are not followed by the Republican Party, so those rules should not be followed by the Democratic Party. Period. What I'm not seeing here... Here we go. Oh my god, fucking ads. Okay, we'll just sit here with the ad. Refuse to let it stay this way, but don't express disbelief. Yeah, accept that he said what he said. Let's go ahead and pull up the exact thing that he said once the advertisement is done. Because apparently the idea that KCRA would provide a screenshot of that is baffling to the creators of this website and news organization. Okay, here we go.
Controversial video posted by Democratic members of Congress and the Senate urging active duty service members to refuse illegal orders. In a series of social media posts this morning, the president said, quote, seditious behavior from traitors, lock them up with 3 question marks. And then, quote, seditious behavior punishable by death.
So the president of the United States directly threatened your lives. act accordingly. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Do not disbelieve this is the current state of affairs. Believe that it happened. Act as though it did happen. We should not have President Trump as a president of the United States. And measures should be taken from Congress on both sides to expel him from the presidency. The president has, in his own words, in no uncertain terms, described that 6 Democratic lawmakers should be killed. Now that he has said that, impeachment proceedings should begin. And impeachment proceedings should be followed up by the Senate voting to oust him. And every single Republican lawmaker that then chooses to vote not to oust President Donald Trump should then be ridiculed and mocked for the next 10 years as their seats are ripped away from them one by one, as the politicians who were okay with death being visited upon their political opponents. And then, of course, on Truth Social, President Trump himself retweeted somebody saying, hang them, George Washington would. Again, the president has said that you should die. The president should be impeached, and the president should not be president anymore. Whatever measures, legally, within the confines of what the United States allows, should be taken to oust the United States president because he has gone off the rails. Arguably, he's been off the rails the whole time, but now you have a smoking gun. Fucking use it, Dems! That means it's time for all of you to go on to 5 calls. Every single one of you. You have the information. You have exactly what you need. Go to 5 calls, talk to your representatives, point out that this happened. You do not want any of your representatives to be threatened by the higher-ups in the country. You do not think that is an okay thing to do. Pressure your reps to pressure him. 5 calls will give you all the information you need to get in contact with every one of your representatives. Every single one. And a link is in the description of this video if you are watching on YouTube. Saki Tanuki points out you can also fax your representatives. That's very inconvenient for them as well. Fax them. Spam them. Nah. We have a moment. Our opponent has given us rope. Let us use it. As opposed to just letting this fly. Because that would just piss me off. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.